No, I do know the truth. Actually, you don't know the truth. You don't know. I'm not going to curse on this camera. One of these nice people today.
What's your name and what city are you repping?
My name is Gian. My artist name officially, just so everybody knows, is now Gian. I'm repping Albany, New York, and I'm here to spread my message.
Okay, so that's interesting. So I know initially you had the Gian Life was the stage name. Why'd you take out the Life?
Well, the life was for me. The life was a message for me. And I said that message to myself so I would stay focused on why I did this in the first place, because life is not always easy, and life's also a gift. So whenever I saw my name and I wanted people to see me on stage, I wanted them to think life. And I kind of had to drop the name because this is my narrative, and anybody trying to build my narrative for me, I can't identify with that. So I realized that I don't need an extracurricular name. I don't need a sidekick name or a superhero name. I just wanted to be Gian, who's the artist. And so now you can find me everywhere on any streaming platform at Gian, Gian.
Right before the show, you will be dropping your first ever project, man.
Let's go.
Talk about that.
Wow. What a journey it's been. Honestly, I'm just so proud of myself. This is crazy for me because I've never really had the chance to come into my own as the artist that I really truly wanted to be. So January 12th, Gian finally takes the stage as himself. With my project, ironically, I decided to call it Nameless because I just felt like that was so appropriate for me at this moment. We will have a name by the time this is over. That is a promise.
You bringing out the guitar at the show or not?
There's a lot of questions, speculation, a lot of hype behind this. They're not really sure. Is Gian gonna bust out the guitar or not? He's been known to disappoint others in the past. Gian will bring the guitar out on stage for his intro, as he normally does. He will do this. The beginning of the show, you'll see Gian with his guitar. Maybe you'll get about 90 seconds. Maybe you'll get about 5 minutes. I'm not making any promises on time, but when that guitar goes down, I'm switching and we're not playing.
I heard you.
Yeah.
Who are some musicians that inspire you to create and make more music?
Like current musicians right now, I'm really like all about like vibes like Sir. I really like Inglewood Sir. He really, every single day I go home and I listen to him, and he just makes me feel so much soul, so much vibe. He's one of my favorites. Like, he's been very consistent, so I wanted to mention him for sure. Other artists that are catching my attention right now, to be honest, I don't really like to listen to too much music because I like to focus on myself and what I'm creating. But like, yes, we can listen to Sir, but just know that Dolph is slapping through the walls every single day in my home. Shout out to Dolph.
Facts. Yeah, man. So when you hear More Music, Less Violence, what comes to mind?
Oh, that one's a touchy one for me because I have a lot of loved ones out in these streets. And so a personal friend of mine, shout out to Skinny, I'm always telling him, if you just focus more on your art, you focus more on your music, there'll be less of a chance that any bad will befall you. Music is an outlet so you can express your own emotions and perhaps not have to become violent, but it's also a great way for you to put up a shield between you and negativity. There's no way that you're going to get into any trouble if you're focused on your art. You're going to be too busy making music. And I've said that to you before, and it's not going to change, So if you're out there and you're listening, dive into your music and put that shield up because it's not sweet out here.
Everybody, if MLK was still alive, what artist do you think you could hear him bumping in his whip?
On both sides of the coin, Kendrick Lamar would definitely be who he would be bumping. And I say that because who out here among the stars is the activist or is allowed to be the activist? Who is out here is brave enough to be the activist? And Kendrick Lamar is that man. He's been very quiet, and I'm hoping that he speaks up again because I think the world needs him. On the lighter side, he was also a soulful man. So, like, maybe he would be feeling those spiritual vibes. I would say that he'd probably riding around listening to some Stephen Marley. Yeah.
I can see that.
I think that would be a fair thing to say.
Heard.
Yeah.
So are we getting a appearance from JSDG on the album or not?
Shout out to my brother JSDG. I'm so thankful for him, honestly. He is more than appearing on the album. When you see Gian this time, just know you're also seeing my brother JSDG. I even went as seriously as to put executive producer under my album cover, JSDG. And every single beat except for one beat, me and him made together. Stick stones, build it right up together. And that's a very big blessing for me in my life Shout out to my friend. You know, if you don't know who JSDG is, tap in with him. If you're in the Albany area, he's someone that I think can help a lot of people. All you have to do is seek it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the platinum producer, JSDG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, man. So I always enjoy seeing you perform, and the first More Music, Less Violence concert gala, man.
Oh my God, I'm proud of you, Hollywood. I'm so proud of you. For those of you who don't know, I've been rocking with Hollywood for a long time, and I've blessed a lot of stages because of Hollywood, and that's not gonna change. Like 2023, I'm still here. He said, "Are you ready to do this show?" Yes. Sign me up.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
Anything that DJ Hollywood is doing, I would tap in with, because there's very few people in our city trying to curate a vibe like he is. And where's our positive message out here? We lose a lot of people in these cities that from the Capital District. We do lose a lot of people. We might not have a large population, but to have a message of peace is very critical in a place like this.
Yes,
So, you know, I'm here for every show, any show, bro. I don't care if I'm here, California, small or big, you call me, I'm showing up.
Say no more, man. Say no more. So speaking of, man, at the last show was on your mom's birthday.
Oh,
she
yes.
She got the shout out on the news. She got the happy birthday.
You really changed my life that night, bro. Thank you, bro. That was like the craziest day that I could possibly imagine. And I'd love to tell that story. I actually got off the plane from an amazing trip to California less than 8 hours before that, maybe 12 hours before that. I can't even begin to describe what was going on in California with JSDG, at the Beat Menace's house, producer for Pop Smoke. We maybe stopped at Designer's house for a little while. Life has been very interesting for me, so I took that energy, and me and my boy made a song in the studio, and the first thing we did after that beautiful trip was get off the plane and show up right at your event for my mother's birthday. It was like a dream. I'm walking in stairs. Tia Pennick says, "Can I interview you?" One thing leads to another. And now I'm giving my mom the one-of-a-kind birthday gift I probably could never afford. You know, I couldn't get my mom something amazing at that moment. I didn't really have it like that. But I gave my mom something that you can't buy. Like, it was a beautiful moment. So that was a big blessing. So I'll never stop thanking you for that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank
no problem, man. No problem, man. All right, man. More Music, Less Violence concert gala.
Be there or be square. Gian Nameless drops 112 on Thursday, and I'll be blessing the stage with my new songs for the first time. I'll be able to look at the audience and say, please go look me up online and stream my music. I've never been able to say that. This is a big blessing for me. So thank you, DJ Hollywood. Shout out to me. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody on the lineup. I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Showtime.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Can I clap?
I'm ready to clap after a few of them, right?